my name is Partida, and today I will be interviewing Melina, who is currently a secondary ed student at UIC. We will be discussing stoplight words, the difference between the social and medical models of disability, and inspirational porn. Let's begin. Melina, what do you think of when you hear stoplight words?
Well, with disability in mind, I assume you mean words that are appropriate or inappropriate, or maybe even offensive.
Yes, that's exactly right. I'd like to go over these words because many people are unaware of just how inappropriate a word can be, or that some words simply aren't offensive at all.
Like disability.
Yeah, can you say more about that?
Well, as a future teacher, I think it's important for us to know that the word disability isn't bad, but people often think it is and will use euphemisms like special to make it sound better, but that's insinuating that there's something bad about disability when there's not.
Right. We've talked about that in DHD. Green light words tend to be easier, but here are some red light words that people should avoid. Wheelchair bound, R word, handicap, midget, etc. These words have negative connotations, but people don't always know the effects of these words can have on people. Now, we're going to discuss the difference between medical and social models. What do you think each means?
The medical model says that there's something to fix in people with disabilities, like their bodies, whereas the social model says that there's something wrong with society that needs fixing, like making accessible entrances.
Do you think people even notice there's a difference, or that there are names for these mindsets?
I think people will have one of these mindsets without ever realizing it, or that there are even names for them. But if you don't have adequate exposure or take a class like DHD to talk about disability, you can go your whole life without realizing that maybe you have the medical model in mind, and that maybe the world was actually built for able-bodied people versus incorporating disability into society.
Have you ever seen a picture on Facebook or Instagram that shows a person with a disability and then a quote?
Yeah.
The disabled community calls this inspirational porn, which is exactly what I described. This image is considered inspirational porn. What do you notice about it?
Well, obviously there's a child who's missing his limbs, his bottom half limbs. So it looks like he's running a marathon with prosthetics.
What does the quote, "the only disability in life is a bad attitude," mean to you? And how do you interpret that?
Well, it looks like it's attempting to say like anything's possible, and that if you have a good attitude, you can overcome disabilities. But again, that's kind of stigmatizing disability.
Like disabilities are something negative that can be turned positive?
Right, but I don't think they should be victimizing people with disabilities to make able-bodied people feel better about themselves.
Okay, we're all done. Thank you for your time.